Hi, I'm Enchanting Nubian Nat. Welcome back. And if you're viewing my channel for the very first time, welcome. Everyone, like you, I was so shocked hearing about the double crime which occurred yesterday on Saturday, June 14th. 57-year-old Vance Luther Boelter committed heinous crimes. Get this. Vance Boelter posed as an officer when he walked right up to the victims, Melissa and Mark Hortman's house in Brooklyn Park. He also went to Champlain Park and targeted State Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette Hoffman. Unfortunately, many criminals can easily purchase uniforms of various professionals. He had a vehicle that was a replica of a squad car. It is an all-black Jeep with similar lights, even a white license plate similar to what officers would have. And imagine a police impersonator wearing tactical gear driving in a legitimate looking vehicle. Meanwhile, he's doing evil works against American lawmakers doing their jobs. He is dangerous and brazen. This man has a full list, dozens of politicians, names and addresses, and abortion proponents. This criminal imposter went to the homes of Democrats, Minnesota Senator John A. Hoffman from District 34 and Melissa Hortman, DFL Minnesota House Speaker and a former minority leader. Unfortunately, around 3:50 p.m., the Hennepin County Medical Examiner stated that Melissa and her husband Mark Hortman passed away from multiple weapon wounds. So, since I'm not familiar with the Minnesota lawmaker policies, I researched information online. So I'll speak on Melissa Hortman, DFL Minnesota House Speaker. These are her progressive achievements. She was a speaker from 2019 through 2025, and early a minority leader, as I mentioned. Melissa Hortman was central to the Minnesota Miracle, which is a broad legislative push that included paid family and medical leave, sick leave, transgender protections, driver licenses for undocumented residents, abortion and voting rights, gun safety, for example, background checks, and red flag laws, the legislation of recreational marijuana, expanded education funding, free school meals, affordable housing investments, and carbon-free electric grid targets. She believed in environmental leadership. She championed solar energy policies as chair of the Energy Policy Committee and supported clean energy and environmental protections. She advocated for social justice and equity, police reform, including banning CHOKE holds post George Floyd. She focused on racial equality, reproductive rights, and robust LGBTQ protections. She also supported fiscal integrity and bipartisanship. She was known for balancing ambitious policy and fiscal responsibility, emphasizing coalition building and passing long-term funding for initiatives like infrastructure, education, and energy. She was a supporter of the local transit and development, the supporter for commuter rail expansion such as the North Star Line, and even a new stadium for the Minnesota Twins. And it stated that her leadership style is described as pragmatic, conscientious. She was a driven leader who bridged progressive and moderate camps to create durable policy solutions outside strict party lines. And as you know, Melissa Hortman was married to Mark Hortman. They were married for 31 years. He worked as a program manager, and together they raised two children. Their neighbors share that they saw the couple walking often They were both quite pleasant, and they were known for their deep involvement in family life and community service. Also, everyone, Vance Boelter, the imposter, he went to Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette's home. There, he utilized his weapon with the same intentions. Senator Hoffman underwent surgery with about 6 wounds, and around 9 p.m. last night, Yvette Hoffman's family members confirmed that she's alert after surgery of 5 wounds. Yvette protected their young daughter from the assailant, so thankfully she is fine. They all are fine, I should say. That's a miracle. Now, Senator John A. Hoffman, DFL, Minnesota State District 34, some of his key focus areas were Health and Human Services. He was a chair of the Senate Human Services Committee. He drove extensions of healthcare access, including for undocumented immigrants. He supported disability rights and mental health carve-outs and promoted caregiver support initiatives, education and children's welfare. He advocated for developmental intervention services, expanded school support roles, piloted children's health initiatives, and previously served as vice chair of the Anoka Hennepin School Board, the largest in the state Senate. He focused on environmental stewardship. He supported clean water funding, climate smart agriculture, PFAS remediation, and energy grid expansion to meet 2040 standards. He focused on public safety and consumer protection, sponsored legislation on issues from enhancing penalties for assaulting sports officials to refining consumer protections and energy reliability. He's highly bipartisan. He was working across party lines to pass key budget and tax legislation that accumulated the clean energy and public welfare goals. So in conclusion, everyone, both of these families, it seemed like they were very positive in my perspective. But unfortunately, the armed and dangerous suspect, Vance Boelter, escaped out of the back door from the victim's home. Vance Boelter's vehicle was found abandoned near State Highway 25. Even his light-colored cowboy hat was tossed on the road near 300 First Avenue. He's a suspect on the run with dozens of politicians' names. Everyone, this is so extremely upsetting. American democracy is under full attack. Everyone who has a political position within the Democratic Party especially must be very cautious. If it were me, I would hire 24-hour bodyguards and even have a bulletproof vehicle with a vest on each and every time I step out of my home. The tip line is 877-996-6222. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks a million, and stay safe wherever you are.